Hello guys, Michaela here, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another speed build. Today we are working on a very special house because it's, I got an inspiration picture from one of my followers, I believe on Instagram, and I decided to build this. So at first I started to build this in the world of, Jesus Christ, how it's called? Something Valley. Jesus Christ, I forgot. It's the world that came with Get Famous, and I just don't know how it's called at the moment. I might remember throughout the video, but I don't remember right now. Anyway, so I started building it in here, on this big lot above the world, about like the main part of the world, and I really liked the way it looked here, but the lighting was absolutely horrific. So I decided to move it to Newcrest later on, so that's where you're going to see later on. So before I move on to the second part of the video, which I wanted to talk about in a little bit, let's give you some facts about the build. So it's built on a 50 by 40 in Newcrest, and it comes in at 174,884 simoleons, and it fits, I believe, 5 sims. 7 sims and a pet. Because there is one master bedroom, there is one bedroom for 2 kids, there is one bedroom for 2 toddlers. So I think 6 sims and a pet if you want to. So it's quite a big house, especially for me, because I usually build smaller stuff. But I really love how it turned out. So I hope you enjoy it too. And the second part of the video that I wanted to talk about, I want to do like a little bit of an Q&A, because this is a very long, like for me, a very long video, and I wanted to, you know, ask you for some questions that you wanted to know about me. So I asked a couple of weeks ago on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube what you wanted to know about me, to ask me questions. So I have a couple that I got specifically or mostly from Twitter. So I'm gonna start with the one that I got from Instagram by XOCreateSim, and they're asking, tell us your favorite interior design style. So I think my favorite interior design style is like mid-century modern Scandinavian kind of style, and with a little bit of modern and contemporary. So I really like modern interiors and mid-century modern and things like that, something like cozy but modern. So I feel like that's like the style that I like to build in the most, and also the style that I like to have in my personal home. Next question is from Sharina, who is an amazing builder, and she has a YouTube channel as well. Definitely check her out if you want to see amazing stop motion builds, and she does huge houses, modern. She is an interior designer by profession. She's amazing, so definitely check her out if you don't know who that is, because she's great. So she asked me on Twitter, what is the funniest or most unforgettable memory you had while playing The Sims? I don't know, honestly. I don't know, unforgettable memory. I think for me, the unforgettable thing about Sims is how it allows me to kind of express my creativity in a way that I didn't really know was possible. So I used to love watching Sims 3 videos back in the day when it was, you know, at its peak, or before Sims 4 came out, and I loved builders, but I just couldn't figure out for the life of me how to build properly in Sims 3. So when I, you know, got Sims 4 later on, I absolutely loved building, and I kind of learned, and I was so excited to kind of build. And then, you know, when COVID came and we were suddenly at home, I was like, you know what, maybe I could start a YouTube channel. And I think kind of that unforgettable thing that it allowed me to do something I love, to kind of have a hobby that could potentially make me some money in the future, and could be something that I make some side income with, and something that I just love and makes me happy. So I think that's like the thing that I love about The Sims the most. Like, that's like the most unforgettable thing. And as in funny, I'm not sure. I think some of the funny glitches that I've seen, like people, like my Sims, my playtest Sims, when I used to playtest my builds, when they had like stuff on their head, for example. So they were like walking around with like a rug around them or something like that. So I think that's like a really funny thing that I remember from the game. But this was a very hard question, Sharina, so thank you for that. Another one from Twitter is from Carew Sims. Where do you find inspiration for a build? So back in when I started my channel, I used to mostly build like from my own ideas. But nowadays I find like pretty much 98% of my inspiration on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. I spend way too much time on there, not only to kind of find inspiration, but also to post my own builds, because it's an amazing tool for growing your audience on YouTube and like bringing traffic to your channel. But I just love scrolling through like all the beautiful like architectural builds and houses and structures that I can see there. So for me, the most like used like platform for inspiration is definitely Pinterest, but I also get inspired quite a lot by other simmers on Instagram and on YouTube. So I think, yeah, most of my inspiration comes from Pinterest, but I also get inspired by houses around me when I, go somewhere, or by other simmers in the community, because there are some amazing talented builders, and yeah, it's an honor to be able to learn from them. Next one is from Simmer Kai, who is again an amazing builder, and she also streams on Twitch. So if you want to check her out, you can check her out here on YouTube or other social media and Twitch as well. And she's asking favorite pack and why. So this is a hard question because there are a couple of packs that I use obsessively, but you know what? I'm gonna go at it like choose each one of the categories and say which of these like is my favorite. So my favorite expansion pack is probably Eco Lifestyle, because I absolutely love the world. I love the items that it came with, just like the eco vibe. I love building houses which are eco-friendly, so I think that's like probably going to be my favorite expansion pack. When it comes to game pack, I'm gonna say Dream Home Decorator, because I love building in this exact like mid-century modern contemporary style, so that's why I absolutely love Dream Home Decorator, and I use it in every single build I do, if it's not obviously traditional, but I use it obsessively everywhere. When it comes to stuff packs, I'm gonna say probably Tiny Living, because it again has the mid-century modern vibe and it has like some really cool items that I use very often. And when it comes to kits, I think the Blooming Rooms kit is my favorite, because I love the plants. They are amazing and I use them again very, very often in pretty much every single build that I do. So those are my like top 4, because I just can't choose one. Next one is by Plummy Sims, again from Twitter. She is again an amazing builder, incredible, awesome. I love her build so much. She's such an inspiration to me because she builds in a style that is very close to my heart, like very contemporary, modern, and I love her channel, so definitely check her out. What kind of builds, both lot types and styles, do you find challenging to create? And have you ever built something out of your comfort zone? If so, what build is that? So challenging. I find community lots very challenging because I just can't seem to figure out what to put in them. And yeah, that's the reason why I rarely ever build community lots, because I just can't figure out what to put in them. And I just like the fact that if I make like a home for a family, I can make it personal. But in like community lots, I just don't know what to put in to the builds, because it just feels weird to me, to be honest. So yeah, I find community lots challenging. And as of the builds out of my comfort zone, I think it kind of goes with this. I built a spa at the beginning of last year for a collaboration, and that was a big step out of my comfort zone because it was a community lot. But when it comes to like residential builds, I think a bit step out of my comfort zone was my Building Europe series. I did a couple of countries which were inspired by like traditional architecture in certain countries, and that was sometimes a very big step out of my comfort zone as well, because some of the styles that those houses were in are not really exactly the style that I'm used to building, and I was still pretty new at the time, so that was a big step out of my comfort zone. But I had a lot of fun, but they were kind of like hard to prepare. It took time, which I just don't have anymore, so maybe I'm gonna come back to it. I was thinking that I could come back to it in like if I ever decide to stream, so I could do it like a streaming series instead of videos, which I think could be cool. But yeah, so my Building Europe series I think is the most like out of my comfort zone things. We have 3 more left now. So the next one is from Social Melly. Again, amazing builder. Doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she has an amazing Instagram. She's also part of the EA Creator Network, so definitely check her out. Absolutely gorgeous, very like airy, light builds. Love it. So she's asking, do you play any other video games? If so, what kind of games? So I don't really have a lot of time to play other games, to be completely honest, but if I do play other games, I love playing racing games. So I've played racing games for my entire life. I have a younger brother and we played a lot of racing games together. So nowadays it's mostly F1 22, which is like the new F1 game, or Forza Horizon 4. I don't play F1 as much, but I do play Forza with my brother every now and then, and now during the summer, and I love it. Especially like I don't know if you know the game, but it's essentially a game where you drive in a world that is inspired by a real life place. So this like 5th title is set in Mexico, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The world is amazing. The game offers so much, and I love it. So highly recommend it if you like racing games. So yeah, I like racing games apart from The Sims, but I think that's like almost all the games that I play, because I just don't have a lot of time for games, unfortunately, which is a bit sad. But I draw if I don't play Sims. So yeah, I either play Sims or I draw and design stuff. So that's like my 2 hobbies. So not a lot of time for other games. Okay, the penultimate question is by Hanime Sims. Again, incredible builder. Again, a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer, and she makes incredible builds, and I just love her so much, and she's just such a ray of sunshine, and I love her. So definitely check her out. She's amazing. I know I've said that so many times, but I swear all of the builders that have asked me questions are amazing. Have you ever played any of the console handheld Sims games? If yes, what's your favorite? I haven't played anywhere else but on my computer, and I don't even play the Sims mobile game, so I guess this question is a bit unanswerable. I think the Sims mobile game is pretty cool. I tried it a couple of times. I didn't really like it as much, but I think that's like a really like nice game. But other than that, I haven't tried the game anywhere else. So yeah, sorry. And the last question is from Maya Makes Sims, who is again a great builder. I know I said it a lot, but she is amazing. She makes a lot of custom tool like arrangements in her builds, and I love following her. Even though I can't do this stuff with tool, I don't have the patience for it, she does, and she's amazing. So definitely like find her if you want to see lots of tool magic. And she's asking about my most used item in game. I feel like that's going to be a plant, because I use plants all the time. So I think ever since the Blooming Rooms kit came, I think I've been using obsessively that hanging plant that you can just see in the background. So that's like probably a plant that I absolutely love and I overuse, just like all the time. Just every single build I do, it's there for sure, because it's just my favorite plant, and it's gorgeous and it fits everywhere. And it's pretty. Yeah, so that's it for the questions. Thank you guys so much for asking. I hope you enjoyed it, that you got to know me a little bit better. We can kind of repeat it one more time. Like we can repeat it in the future again, maybe when we get to like a bigger milestone. But it was fun, you know, I don't know. putting myself out there with my opinions, I guess. Yeah, so we can come back to the build now. So you've seen me do the entire like backyard and everything around it. So there is a huge basketball court, there is a nice like covered seating area with a barbecue, I believe. There is some outdoor seating, there is there a pool? There is not. I don't know. No, I don't think there is a pool. There is not a pool. Interesting. I didn't put a pool, but there is a jacuzzi for sure. Yeah, I didn't really put a pool. I didn't really realize I didn't put a pool, but you know, you'd expect a pool in a house like this. But I don't think there is a pool. I could be wrong, because it's been a while since I built this, but I don't think there is a pool. Anyway. So we are now working on the interior. So this is the kitchen. I chose the counters from Island Living to go into this kitchen, because I was just looking for a specific look, and this looked the best, I think, out of all the counters that we have in game, because I don't know, I just wanted a different, like a certain vibe with it. And yeah, I'm happy about how it turned out. So as I said at the beginning, I got the inspiration for this particular build from a follower, I believe on Instagram, and I absolutely loved it, and I started building it straight away. I had like this idea in my head. So there was this like panel in when you looked at the building from the front, there was this like big panel going down, and I was like, okay, I got to use the like wall decoration from Dream Home Decorator. It would fit so well in here, and that kind of inspired the whole look, and that's what I went for. It even inspired the interior of this house. So the decoration that I used on the outside is light wood, blue and pink, which is the color scheme that I went for inside, and I absolutely love the way it turned out. It's huge. It's definitely a build that I do very often. Like, the size is not something I do very often, but I absolutely loved the result, and I was so happy when I finished it. It took me a while because, as I mentioned in my previous videos, I am very impatient with big builds, and I get bored of them very quickly. So it takes a lot of willpower to push through, and it takes me sometimes even like a week or two to finish, because I have to just start something in between so I wouldn't get bored of the build. But I finished it, and I'm so incredibly proud of this one because it's just so freaking cute. So I hope you are going to love it as well, because I really think it's one of my best builds to date. So now we're working on the living room. It's pretty spacious, big. I'm placing some like artwork on the wall here and some plants, because, you know, who doesn't love plants? I love plants, but I can't keep them alive, unfortunately, which just sucks. But maybe I'll learn when I move out, you know, from my like parents' house, because now my mom takes care of all the plants in the house. But maybe I'm gonna learn to love plants. I'm gonna learn to not kill plants. Because I love the way they look. They make spaces look so much like homey and cozy and just alive. And I hope I'll learn, because I definitely want to put a lot of plants. And also, as I said, placed some items for a pet. I am not sure if I put a litter box, so if you can have like a dog or a cat. I think I maybe put a litter box in the bathroom down here, so it's possibly there. So it's a 3-bedroom and 3-bathroom home. So there is one master bedroom, one bedroom for like twin kids, and one bedroom for twin toddlers. Which obviously you could have like not twin toddlers, but there are 2 toddler beds, 2 kid beds, and one like master bedroom with a normal big double bed. And there are also 3 bathrooms. So I think there's one down here, and then there is one like ensuite to the master bedroom, and one like accessible from the hallway or like landing area upstairs, which is mostly for the kids, because there is the shower top combo and some decorations that are kind of connected to kids. So now we are just quickly working on the hallway, which leads to the bathroom and I think the gym. And you can go outside from the gym, where you could get, I I think there is a seating, there is some yoga mats, and I think I put some other like items in there. I'm not fully sure what's in the garden because, as I said, it's been a while since I built this. Let me check my screenshots like real quick on my phone so I can see what I put in the garden, because I am terribly unsure about like what I put, and I can't even see it. There is I put the climbing wall, or however it's called, the thing from the fitness stuff bag, so your Sims can really like climb there if you want them to, I think. Yeah, I can see it in my screenshots now. Yep, so that's what I put there, which I thought was like a really cool touch. So now we're working on the, now I'm putting it in. I could have just waited instead of like looking for it, but why should I make things easier for myself when I can make them harder? So there is not barbecue, there's a fire pit, and there's also this space, so your Sims, your kids, your adults have plenty of things to do. There is a gym, there is a huge living room, there is a lot of stuff to do outside, so there's a lot of skill building items around this house, which I thought was really nice. And you know, if you decide to move your family in, you have plenty of stuff to do, but you know, I kept it simple, but I really like the way it's turned out. As I said, I don't really build huge houses like this very often, so it was a nice change of pace to do one. But yeah, you're gonna have to wait for another one, because next week you're getting an apartment, and the week after that there is like a cozy beach home in Brindleton Bay. So I'm really excited about that because they are really cute and I love them. And so now we're working on the upstairs finally, because we still have about 8 to 9 minutes to go till the end of the speed build. We're almost there. So we're working on the master bedroom. It's pretty simple. I use this painting, I believe from Seasons, which is gorgeous, especially for the color scheme that I was going for in here. And in these like weird bump outs, I did like a custom wardrobe area, which I thought looked really cool, and I really liked the way it turned out, because it's like very simple but also like very nice and kind of fills the empty space that was in this space. I also put a mirror and some lights, and then we're going to move on here. I put a TV and fireplace here, and I believe maybe some seating, so your Sims could maybe sit there if they want to hide from the children and watch some TV here on their own instead of in the living room, because, you know, why not? Or you could just lay in the bed. It would be quite far, but I think your Sims can watch even from this like far away. And this door leads to the bathroom, which I didn't include in the speed build because it's pretty much the same as the one I did downstairs earlier, so I felt it was not necessary to show 3 bathrooms which were pretty much identical. Now we're working on this landing area, which is like a family kind of hangout rooms. I put some like painting things and some like craft stuff and decorations and some toys, so the kids can maybe play up here when the parents are downstairs. And there's also a couple of bookcases here, so they can like read to each other, because, you know, if you have 4 kids, they can kind of entertain themselves and each other if needed. So I thought that was like a really nice thing to do, to kind of create this like lounge kind of playroom area, which is really nice. I'm just adding some decoration that kind of signifies that you have a kid here, or you have kids here, sorry. And then I believe we're going to move on to the kids' bedroom, which is the one on the right side of the screen. I really love the like custom situation that I created here. I used a dresser from Parenthood with these mirrors from the Decor the Max kit, with beds from City Living possibly. I might be wrong, I'm not sure where these are from, but I kind of created like a custom sleeping area, and I absolutely love how it turned out. It's really cute, and I think it looks really like girly and cozy, and yeah, I was just really excited when I got the idea for this specific unit. And then I'm going to make I think I'm going to put some toys or some seating, and there is going to be like a big study space where the kids can, you know, study and do their homework, maybe draw. I'm not even sure if they can draw in the game, but, you know, maybe they can, maybe they can't, I don't know. But, you know, there's just a table where they can do their homework. And there's also plenty of space for them to do, like, school projects, if you want them to. So there is plenty of space to do that in here or somewhere else in the house, because there is plenty of space everywhere. I did not make it cluttered, because obviously the shell is huge, and it would take me forever to clutter it up. A lot. So there is plenty of room for stuff like doing school projects. I know that they take up quite a bit of space, so there is enough space here. And the room above this one is where the toddler bedroom is going to be. So I used the wallpapers from Dream Home Decorator to kind of fit it with this, and I'm not sure how I made it here. I don't think this is the way I kept it, but maybe I did. Honestly, I'm not fully sure. Let me check. Oh yeah, I kept it. So there is again the same situation than that what this was in the other room. So I did kind of separate the beds with a big dresser. This one is from Snowy Escape. So this room is a lot smaller than the other one. So I just added some like cozy stuff that your toddlers can sit on. They can read books, they can play games, and I imagine that they would spend a lot of time in the like lounge area outside, which was kind of made for them. So that's what I was thinking. Anyway, we're almost at the end of today's very long speed build. My voice is kind of scratchy. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to download this build, you can get it on the gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get the tray files in the description box below from my Ko-fi page. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!